Boon, remind me why we're back in the pocket dimension again?
Because I need an avatar.
Just use Diddy Kong then, Jesus.
No, this is a very important commentary. A lot of things have happened while I was editing Boon Canon 20, so I need to dress to impress.
Okay, better question. Since when is there a house in this place?
Since fuck you, that's when. Anyway, I'm gonna go in this closet and look for a fitting avatar for this commentary that has absolutely no implications within the CC whatsoever. You stay out here and, I don't know, do whatever it is that robots do.
Hey, whoever you are.
Call me Elias.
That's a weird name for a robot, but sure. Anyways, have you seen Boon?
Yeah, he's just over
Yeah, this works.
Get down!
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to... Were you planning on staring at my ass all day?
I'll come back later.
Thanks, babe. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce SlayerCoon. He's a relatively new commentator that uses a raccoon as an avatar. Now, let me just assure my audience that it is purely coincidence that his name has such similarities to mine, and there is no connection whatsoever between me and this particular person. If he made his username similar to mine on purpose, then, well, dick butt. Otherwise, you still have a lot of improvements to make. Let me help you with that.
So a month back, a user by the name of KingRyG64 made a video called Horrible Deviants Renchi247, a video which sparked some minor internet controversy.
I'm sorry, but was that tone of voice supposed to indicate that you actually think 10 likes and 11 dislikes is major? I mean, I know the video in question is on a channel with about 25 subscribers, or rather was, as the video has been taken down as of the writing of this script, but Jesus H. Christ, we got ourselves a Triller meme star here, gotta get right into the news whenever anyone dislikes anything ever! Other than yourself, that is. Yeah, pro tip, take the screenshot before you leave the dislike, or better yet, undo the dislike, something you can do, by the way. Take a screenshot without your opinion showing, and then dislike the video again. Minor thing, but it helps make you look more neutral. But in essence, the way you presented this point makes it sound like you're blowing smoke up the ass of something that is less engagement than this very fucking video! You see how easy it is to take a screenshot before you hit the dislike button? Not so hard, bruh.
Now, KingRyG is the secondary account of my very good friend GodRyG64, so this video is not an attack on him. I just thought he could have done a better job on the video.
This is gonna come up later. Now, I bet some of you think I'm pulling this out of my ass in order to say it's gonna come up later, but I'm serious. The fact that he thinks Reiji, learned a Japanese pleb, could have done better is actually gonna bite him in the ass in a couple of minutes.
Shut up, Jackie.
So, we got another fetish count, yet again, and this guy goes by the name Renchi247, originally called Real Angry Bird Plush.
Now this is coming from someone whose $600 gaming computer can be heard in the background of their videos. The audio in this video is really bad. There seems to be a lot of static sounds coming from somewhere. I don't know, maybe RyG recorded it next to a refrigerator. Because, you know, potatoes.
Speaking at the very least subjectively, the humming, which isn't the same as static by the way, doesn't sound much worse than your video, indicating that it seems like he may have the same issue you have. Not to say that it isn't a problem, mind you, but you make it sound like his mic issues are worse than yours when, really, from where I'm sitting, they're about the same. Shame I can't check the original video for myself to see if you did any audio editing to make it more tolerable, huh? Oh, by the way, allow me to solve both of your problems. Audacity. I use FL Studio because I have access to it, but when you record your audio, just leave like 10 seconds or so of non-speech before and after the recording. Use one of those to get the noise profile, then remove the noise from the whole thing. It will clean your audio right up. Audacity's free too, so, you know, you're welcome.
Now, this guy loves to draw Star Fox, fetishes, horrible edits, and other drawings. His OC is just a recolor of Kirby but with a hat. How original, huh? No.
In Renchi's defense, there really isn't much you can do with a Kirby OC. I mean, after all, he is a pink ball with feet and stumps for arms. A Kirby OC obviously isn't going to be as complex as a furry or anime OC.
Yeah, that doesn't prove whether it's original or not. In fact, the simple counter-argument is that if this is the average for a Kirby OC, then Kirby OCs can't be all too original in the first place, by your logic. Or better yet, point out how creativity can come from areas other than design, be it in personality or abilities of a character. I mean, after all, at the end of the day, Meta Knight could just be boiled down to a Kirby recolor with a mask and a sword, if you really want to judge designs based solely on appearance. I swear, it's like I'm doing this commentary for you.
Shut up, Jackie.
Pregnant, fat, and giants. He uses Dash Studio Pro 49 to make fetishes with furries. So basically, he's a fur fag and loves to masturbate to Crystal.
Now this is the part everyone got all pissed off about, and I can kinda understand it. I mean, yeah, fur fag can be used as a derogatory term. However, if it's used in a light-hearted joking manner, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Many furries ironically refer to themselves as fur fags as a little inside joke.
Okay, finally we're getting back on track with this. Now, what I'm gonna need for you to do is explain the evidence that points to your hypothetical being true. Oh, wait, your ejection's over. Shit! Yeah, saying something could be interpreted one way is one thing, but in order to make your statement relevant to the video, you need to show how he either does or does not joke. All you do is clarify that this was the source of the controversy and say, but he could be joking in your usual I'm dead inside tone. Granted, the fact that there's absolutely no inflection in his voice tells me that he's simply giving the too long didn't read version of what he was describing, which is not the scenario you described as a possibility.
And also, his Kirby recolored OC is Crystal's unexistent brother. Now, I'm gonna show you this picture of a giant Crystal with Renchi hugging her breasts. So get ready for the cringe. So here's a picture of Renchi hugging her breasts while his face is on it, and they are brother and sister. So that makes your OC an incesting pervert. No brother or sister does these to each other.
Actually, plenty of brothers and sisters get it on with each other. It's a very common activity in places like Alabama.
I'm sorry, what? What was that about the state I live in? Okay, so there's lots of things wrong with this statement. One, fuck you! That's a blatantly offensive stereotype, and it's one thing to use that as a joke, but you're using it as a legitimate point! Hell, your use of the word very common would imply that I, a lifelong resident of the state, mind you, would have seen this sort of thing all the time. I don't see it ever. And if you want to say my evidence is anecdotal, at least I have an expert fucking opinion. Where the fuck is your evidence? And that's not even getting into the fact that you know he was saying it is illegal, because you, less than a second later, correct his spelling of the word, and yet you seem blissfully unaware of this fact in order to say that Alabama's full of incest. And if this was supposed to be a joke, then maybe deliver it differently from every other word that spews out of your goddamn mouth, you non-emotive little bitch! I got slightly angry.
Shut up, Jackie.
You're not sexually attracted to her? Think again, dude. Look at you are. You are sexually attracted to her breasts, and it still makes your OC and yourself an incesting pervert. And one more thing. When you call his OC a Kirby, he will get pissed off. Oh, how pathetic. Your character is a recolored version of Kirby. So that's it for the video. And if you like this rant, give it a like or favorite it. And if you like this channel, please feel free to subscribe if you want to. This is Keep Reggie 2007 signing out.
So let me reiterate this. I am very good friends with this person I am commentating on. I just thought the video was not that good. So if you're watching this video, Raiji, I hope you take my criticism with a grain of salt. Which brings me to another topic. Another episode of DeviantArt Disasters. Today on the cutting board is Renchi247.
Stop! Fucking kill. Alright, so first of all, there was no reason to just play the rest of Reiji's video if you weren't going to say anything about it. Second of all, was this supposed to be final thoughts? Because that was the weakest final thoughts I've ever heard. You may have as well just said, that's the end of the commentary. Third, hey, remember when I said that you saying you thought Reiji could do better was gonna bite you in the ass? So, you thought his video was such shit that you decided to just debunk what he said, and then attach your own video on the same subject at the end. For no reason. Hell, with the length of this whole thing, I'd say you just did it because you didn't think your commentary was long enough. But you know what? Somehow I think you're gonna do worse.
And he says that we should get creative, so I guess we should just, get creative. Okay, maybe we shouldn't get creative. Renchi's Kirby OC is in fact not that bad at all. It's decent for a Kirby OC and it gets the job done.
Huh. Well, at least you're sticking with what you said earlier in the video. I mean, I kind of question why I didn't say that you thought the OC was decent when you brought up that there's only so much you can do with a Kirby OC, since that would have actually given your point more weight. But hell, at least you're not stating your opinion as though it were objective, like...
Besides him uploading some hilarious memes, he also does deviations like this. If you're wondering who that furry character is, it's a female Fox McCloud. I have no problem with people shipping furries with other furries. However, a Kirby with another furry just doesn't fit. It's awkward. Like putting peanut butter and toothpaste on a sandwich.
Saying that interracial art is wrong because you don't like it, when you just told someone off for saying that they didn't like incestuous art. Sir, might I ask, how refined is thine butthole?
Shut up, Jackie.
Jesus Christ. The 3D animation is really uncanny, and it's pretty obvious the 3D animations were made in Blender. And no, not made in a Blender. In Blender, the 3D editing software.
Wait, hold it. Your friend said that he used different software, though.
He uses DAZ Studio Pro 49 to make finishes with furries.
Yeah, that one. So now it's Blender? Okay, first of all, if you had reason to believe it was different software, then why not call that out in the commentary? I mean, it's not like he shows proof, and you at least show Blender in use, even though what you showed is much more detailed than Renchi's work. And for that matter, where's your proof that it was Blender? Like I said, your screenshot shows higher detail than what Renchi's stuff has. So clearly, if he's using Blender, he's using it poorly. And that brings me to the most important thing. Why does this matter, Desi? Seriously, at least Reiji was simply stating it as part of explaining what Renchi does without attaching a negative connotation to it. You, on the other hand, use your tone of voice to indicate that the tool he uses for the art automatically makes that art bad. Why? That is it. I am fucking done. You know, near the beginning of this video, the only real problems I saw seemed to be just typical rookie mistakes. You know, audio not fully edited, black borders, points that could have been better but weren't outright bad. Nothing so big that it makes the video unwatchable. Then we get into train wreck territory. I think right after that incest in Alabama point, everything about the quality started going downhill, save for the production, which stayed as mediocre as ever. And here's the thing. I didn't bring up when I pointed out you deciding to just attach your own video on the same subject at the end. It's really just a slap in the face to the person you commentated on when he's supposed to be your friend. I mean, it's kind of like you're saying his video sucks, and you're gonna show him how it's fucking done. If you had done this as a separate video, then it would have probably been less insulting and you'd probably be able to give yourself more time to make sure what you're saying didn't come off as verbal diarrhea. I mean, giving you advice is hard mainly because I have difficulty placing where I should even begin with what you need to do, but I think I've got something that will narrow down some of the other issues. Make sure that what you are saying is based on facts and actually addresses what it is responding to. That should get you on the right track.
So, you gonna do anything about the whole Bane and Satan situation?
What? Yeah. I'll get to that later. I've got more pressing matters to attend to.
Like what?
It later.
Oh my god, that is so freaking gay! I literally take 8 entire men up the bum, and I'm not this gay. All at the same time. Just right up there. Just right up there. Just shoving it up to I'm really tired and I need sleep.